Let's talk about it, car edition. Oh shit, gotta turn right here. Damn, almost missed a turn right here. What is holding a lot of you guys back? Like, what is the sole reason why a lot of you guys are not at the place you want to be at? I find more often than not, a lot of people focus on all the things of why they can't do something instead of focusing on all the reasons why they could. I need you to actually stop right now and literally think, like, what are the reasons? Write them down and think what are in your control and what are out of your control. More often than not, I bet you a lot of the reasons, once you actually go and physically write them down, you'll realize are in your control. I've just noticed so much lately, especially in the trading industry, people just doubt themselves. There's people that like may not have a lot of savings and their income is not there, and they might be like, you know, poor at this moment, but because that their situation they're in now, they're not letting themselves reach their full potential because of just, you know, staying stationary and stagnant at where they're at, not believing in themselves, thinking they can actually get out of their situation. And I just hate that, because you do see those stories of people who literally came from nothing, who made themselves into something, and you can be that person. I had less than $2,000 in my name when I first figured out about trading, spent, you know, $350 on mentorship, and then put $1,000 into an account. I had $700 left in my bank account, which once again, once I blew that first $1,000 and I had to go put more money into account, I was going to my last little scrums of money trying to make trading work. So I'm just trying to talk from experience, guys, because once again, everything I try to talk about on this channel in this segment comes from experience, to try and motivate you guys to go, you know, show you that I was at your position at one point and try and give you advice on how I was able to get out of it. So one of the things I want to talk about is how us as humans, we subconsciously just think about what's in front of us, or, you know, if you say things about yourself that like are negative, like you actually will start believing in them. If you think in your head or you say out loud like, oh, I'm a bad trader, or oh, I'm a bad person, like you're actually subconsciously going to start thinking that. So I really want you all out there to really start trying to be more positive in your everyday life. A lot of you guys look at me and see how I interact with you guys on live streams and like, oh, Luca, you're always so happy and cheerful and stuff. It's like, I had to work on it, guys. I've not always been this positive, cheerful guy, you know what I'm saying? Like there's definitely been times I've been super depressed. I've been lonely, like, you know, I felt like the world was crumbling in my fingertips, but I had to, once again, work on my discipline and realize that the world is not coming at me. You know, things just kind of happen, life just kind of happens, and I can't really like, you know, blame things that are out of my control. I only can, you know, control the things that are in my control. It's pretty simple. One of the things that is in my control is my mood and how I interact with people and letting things get to me, or be, you know, responding in a certain way, being rude. Like I try and be as happy every single day because I think it'll reflect my work, my relationships, and just everything in general. Just if you're a positive person, everything around you will hopefully just be more positive. Where once again, you kind of attract the things you think or do by, like, if you think negative things, then you're not going to be as happy with what you're doing or just happy with yourself. And that's the most important thing, is that if you can't look in the mirror and be happy with what you see in the mirror, then, you know, it doesn't matter what you're doing. If you have a business and your business is going well, if you're not happy with yourself, then you're not going to go anywhere, and you're just going to be a depressed, lonely person over time, and it's going to keep getting worse and worse. So I'm just trying to say, I feel like there's a lot of you out there that are holding yourselves back from reaching your full potential. If you don't believe you will be something, no one will believe you will be something, and you will always be nothing. You have to be your biggest fan. You have to be your biggest cheerleader when things are going against. Think about like me, guys, like as a live streamer, I think about like times where you would have 2 to 3 viewers and I wanted to get off and end it, but I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna keep it up because more people will join, and the more consistent I be and show up, it'll, you know, grow in the long run and actually become better. So just showing up, manifesting what you want, really believing in yourself. And, you know, I always tell myself I'd be a streamer. I always tell myself I'd be one of the, you know, top traders in the industry that are like influencing people and helping out people. Like I really spoke into existence where I'm at now. I had to cut out thinking that I was a bad trader, or that I was broke, or that I was out of shape. Like I had to, like, even if I wasn't any of those things, if I wasn't profitable, if I wasn't really in the best shape at the time, I had to kind of tell myself to maintain that and just keep working towards it, because I never wanted to be stagnant. I always wanted to be better than the day before. But if I told myself I was a piece of shit and I was out of shape and a bad trader, well then guess what? I'm gonna be out of shape and a bad trader. I have this quote I used to say, which I still absolutely believe in, which is living your daydream and see where your real life takes you. I say it all the time, but be delusional with your situation and think that you're already in the Lamborghini. Like I'm in a Porsche right now driving, and I had to think I was already here back when I had nothing. Here's another example of manifesting. I'm literally wearing a McLaren shirt. I've always kind of wanted a McLaren. Maybe I'll get a Lamborghini shirt, but it's just like I almost didn't get the shirt because I didn't have a McLaren. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna wear the McLaren shirt as if I have a McLaren until I get one. I believe in energy so much, and there's obviously positive energy and there's negative energy. So I think that if you're positive and you manifest the things that you want and you really work hard towards them, there's nothing that's really going to stop you from getting to where you want to be. If I could go back to myself when I was just depressed in a dorm room, blowing accounts, thinking that the world was crumbling and I was an awful trader, thinking that my life was over, I would never be a profitable trader, I would just tell myself to slow down. You know, once again, I said it in the last thing, but you know, slow motion is better than no motion. Realize that, you know, it's a marathon, not a sprint, and that the more down I was at myself at that time actually was holding me back more in the long run. So stay positive, treat every day as a blessing. You never know when your last day on this earth will be, so there's no rooms to be negative or depressed any day. Stay positive, guys. I believe in you. Let's talk about it to the moon. Make sure to like and subscribe. Comment below a thing that you think may be holding you back, and I'll do the same. I'll let you guys know something that I think may be holding me back that I want to overcome. So stay tuned for next week, guys. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, turn the notifications on, and stay tuned for the next one. Love you guys. Catch you on the next one. Peace.